I have read more than 30 light novels, and I will give you my advice on the two parts of reading, which are reading speed and having comprehension. I found that these are the two which people think more about, and in reality a video of 3 to 4 minutes like this one can basically make you not have this doubt ever again, because it's way more simpler than you think. I'm Ivan, a Spanish native with 3+ years in English, 17 months in Japanese, and as a calisthenics athlete, I can guarantee that if you watch my videos, you will not get less discipline, that's for sure. The first piece of advice that I will tell you is I used to focus a lot on reading speed, and you will think that you have way more comprehension than you really have. Because you are reading super fast, you think that you have all of this comprehension, but in reality, you notice sometimes that you missed that piece of detail on the story that makes you enjoy more this story. And so if you focus a lot on reading speed, it will basically not make it as efficient. Now, the loss of comprehension is actually not worth it in terms of efficiency, but like it actually makes it way more fun. So like if you're telling me that you're capable of reading really fast for like 2 or 3 hours, I think it's actually more worth it to read fast for 3 hours than to read slow, having more comprehension, but like for just 1 hour or just 2 hours. So I will try to have a balance here. Maybe you want to focus a lot on reading speed for the first hour of your reading session, and then for the next hour you want to focus more on like maybe having more comprehension, understanding those parts of detail that you don't understand, and that will make the story be way more fun. So yeah, basically that's the first piece of advice. Don't focus a lot on reading speed. After focusing on reading speed, I went more for comprehension, and in terms of efficiency, I will say comprehension is king, of course, but you will be more bored, that's for sure a fact. Like when you read super fast, you usually maintain your brain entertained, and for the same reason you are less bored. But like when you read and you're trying to focus a lot on having comprehension, it usually is more boring. I will say to be very careful with this, because honestly you want to still keep increasing your reading speed, but like you don't want to lose more than a 10% of comprehension when you increase that reading speed. So whenever you increase your reading speed, yes, you will lose a bit of reading speed, that's very normal, but make sure that you are not losing 30-40% of comprehension, because in reality you are probably not even enjoying the like novel, and you're just doing it to have the stat in there of, yeah, I'm reading like a native, but in reality you are not even reading like a native. And if you go to an article and in that article you focus on like trying to comprehend it, you will probably not even comprehend a 30% of that article, just because you are focusing on reading your like novel with a lot of speed, which doesn't really matter. You need to have comprehension if you really want to learn the language. So if you prioritize too much reading speed, you are not acquiring as much, and also you will lose a lot of details on the story, which will not make it that enjoyable. But if you prioritize too much comprehension, you will get to a point in which, yeah, you have lots of comprehension, but you read 3 times slower than you were reading, so you are spending too much time reading books. Basically, just do this. At the start of every light novel or book you read, sacrifice reading speed so you get enough context and get used to the vocabulary the author is using, and then when you get comfortable with it, maybe after 1 or 2 days, you want to start prioritizing a bit more reading speed and lose some comprehension, so your brain starts trying to get the same amount of information in less amount of time. Go to the first link in the description and the first comment if you want my specific help and free courses inside of my community, and engage with this content if you want more people to know about this. Thank you.